HELLCAST. Ill-bred, royal orphan, evil incarnate. I can't say that. Breathing hell and something else. This is some cool shit, and it's an upcoming 6-9 seconds. But hey, Dawg is back for the attack.
Dawg was never gone.
Yeah, he was. You weren't here last
Just
time.
not on camera.
Just not on camera.
He's kicking and doing fine.
He's kicking and doing fine.
COVID free.
Unlike the HH box guy, huh?
Oh. Yeah.
We'll get into some of those updates in a second. Because hey,
I was thinking the other box guy, dummy box guy.
Oh. So, hey, this episode, like every episode, is sponsored by the Dick Candle Blowers over at the Reaper Metal Fan Club on Patreon. And this one is from Nathan Hanna. So, let's give this a good old light. We got to restore this dick, you know. We got to blow it out every time. We can't keep it lit. That way it doesn't get too small and unimpressive.
Got a lot of head going on.
A lot of head going on. We'll give that the best blow job you have ever given.
Dude, why don't any of the ladies sign up for some dick blowing?
Yeah, well, because
a bunch of
that's why we
dudes.
got to keep advertising. I mean, look at that. It's
Man.
smoking.
Haven't had a lady yet. Do any ladies even watch this fucking stupidity?
Ladies, does anybody watch this stupidity? I don't know. I mean, but we're actually, yes, we do. We have Jacqueline in the fan club. She'll be a dick candle blower soon.
Jacqueline Schellinger from
yeah.
She orders from Hell's Headbangers all the time, almost weekly.
Yeah, so
Really,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I've gotten to meet her a few times. Really cool girl.
Yeah, I have not. So
she's kind of I mean, I don't know, because she's not like, you know, we're not like best of buds. We don't like know each other that well, but so she seems kind of like keeps to herself a little bit more, but maybe she opens up more as you know her.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I could respect that.
Yeah.
But hey, thank you to every Dick Candle Blower that will soon to be, you know, just because you haven't been one yet and you're anxiously waiting your turn. It's coming. Pun intended. So, it has been. It's been a while. Got to do it like that. Since Dawg's been here, busy at HH. So, do you got any updates? The mail lady. There's like we promised that and then it totally abandoned that and never probably explained.
She's been gone for years.
Right.
I don't think she kicked the bucket, but
you wished.
I do. But no, I mean our new mail lady's cool as hell. No, the crazy bonker shit. I kind of miss it in a sense.
No crazy bonker shit anymore.
It's almost kind of like, what's the word of the day? Remember word of the day? Word of the day. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
It was kind of like that going on, especially banging on the gun muffs and slamming the package. Can you turn the music off when I come here for the fucking 10 seconds you're here? No.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Hell's Bells from the old HELLCAST days.
I imagine he is dead. Something about him just tells me he's dead.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Man, that's some old HELLCAST, so you got to check that out. So there's nothing exciting that no characters coming there?
If you want to come to the most boring-ass, unexciting place you've ever seen in your life, come to HH.
Yeah?
I mean, other than all the glorious metal on the walls, but I think everybody thinks that it's like, like what people want to like come work there at times or whatever, like, when you get like applicants or whatever, not that that's often at all, but when you do, is I honestly, man, I think they think it's like listening to demos, eating pizza, and having blowjobs and talking about demos. Like, I think that's what they think it is, and I'm like, no, not at all. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why we're bringing the blowjob in a different form by
I guess the most entertaining
thing
lately is the building that we're in is getting a new roof, and it's been anything but fucking entertaining. For starters, it's a goddamn group of meth heads, and the one guy's literally, dude, he's my age at best, probably younger. He's got 2 teeth in his mouth, and dude, so they're up there with no shirts on because I understand the show, it's hot as fuck there, right?
Right.
So I said they come to, dude, big and bold. Nobody from outside Cleveland area won't get the reference, but between the 2 teeth in his mouth and the tattoo I saw, told me everything I needed to know about this tool. Dude, big and bold across his chest. 216.
Oh, ouch.
I'm
area
just like,
code.
dude, I already know everything I need to know about you.
The area code
and
tattoo?
Yep. And then sure enough, dude, he wants to be Mr. Chatty Pants a few times. Now, of course, good old Dawg, he just knows how to put his head in the fucking sand and like, don't talk to me. So he's talking to our guy, Chucker. And he's telling him his life story, and I'm just thinking, oh my God, dude, you're better off talking to me. This guy's gonna have a field day on you after you leave. So the one time he comes down, this was the fucking not even the cream of the crop time. He's like, so I know you all have some soul fly in here. No, we do not. But that makes sense. 216, right?
Yeah.
Now he would say that. He would think that. And another time, dude, he's given his fucking whole life history of why the roof isn't done, and he's just a worker. Because I think the guy
Fucking talking.
Yeah, he's like, well, yeah, first off, why are you even down here talking to me, dude? Get up the fucking roof and finish this thing, dude. Because to keep in mind, dude, this is going on like while we're working there, and there's like, dude, sparks flying over my head, shit flying in my hair, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, literally shit falling in my hair, coffee, clunk, 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 chunks falling in. Fuck yeah, I guess I'm not drinking this now.
Anybody bitching about their records having fucking asbestos
Dude,
in
the top says no, but I mean, like, those hot boxes shit, dude, there's a coat like this thick. Dude, they're literally completely doing the roof, and it's like all this rust falling and shit. They're almost done now. They had like this fucking slither, no joke, about this big left down like the whole end of the bay.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you fucking motherfuckers have been having this strip left for the last 10 days. Like, I don't want any of your stupid asses going home. I don't give a shit if you're at 10 at night until it's done. Dude, the fucking roof leaks in a certain spot. Now, like I said, it's at the very...
It always leaked.
Yeah, but it's like...
Flat roofs
no, but
leak, dude, remember?
No, but it leaks like fucking a hose running in. But it's at the very end by the bay door, so at least it's not over by the records and shit. But anyway, so this fucking ass clown last Saturday, he comes down and like I kind of turned my back, so he kind of wouldn't talk to me. So you're talking Chuck, and I'm just biting my cheeks from laughing. I'm like, dude, this guy is gonna full blown have a field day on you after you leave. He's given his whole life history of why the roof isn't done because how he had to be off. Yeah, you know, I've been in the hospital, fucking trying to kill myself twice, dealing with crazy girlfriend shit, you know. And I'm just like, it sounds like you're the crazy ass motherfucker. But he's giving his whole life history, and I'm just like, it's like, dude, why would you be telling a total stranger this? You don't even know this guy's first name. Sure enough, after he leaves, yeah, I had the field day I knew he would. What a fucking loser. But, dude, I literally... He's pretty much everything I expected he would be, just from the appearance I saw. And sure as shit, I didn't even need to ask him. He gave up the information on his own. Yep, sounds about right. Soulfly and 216 and 2 teeth in your mouth. That's everything I need to know.
I remember there was a guy that came down there. Yeah, like, look, y'all hiring, and he had like a Hatchet Man necklace on, or like a tattoo.
You saw him? I didn't see. Yeah.
And
like,
it
I
was
ain't
just,
hiring you.
And at the time, HH was hiring. It was just like, nah. Like, here, let me leave your number.
I don't think you'd fit the bill.
Dude, that wasn't told. Don't think you fit the bill.
Yeah.
Because you can't, like, dude, Hatchet Man, like, because he probably had a 216 too. 216. The area code tattoo. You can't do it.
Who the fuck?
Silence your cell phones while doing this. Hey, we did the dick handle blower, right?
No one calls the fucking dog.
I thought you just ordered pizza on that motherfucker.
Shit, it's the only thing I use the goddamn phone for.
Well, you getting rang off
that and getting new roofs that guys just don't come out, but they say they did, and then my fucking roof's leaking. Yeah, what the fuck? Roof's leaking at home and roof's leaking at goddamn hills.
Damn, it's a hell of a time.
But I won't have any meth heads on my roof. I'll actually have a roof.
You might. No, you might.
I guess I might, yeah.
You may have already.
I just figured the building owners ordered they got the cheapest fucking people.
Well, that's the funny thing is, so a little backstory on I'm surprised HH's roof is finally getting fixed, because remember that fucking HH landlord, or the guy at one point, was such a bad one that anybody knows the Joe Pesci classic. I nicknamed him Kritsky, and it really it caught on because the motherfucker wouldn't fix anything. And the one time, there was like leaking on records and shit, and it's just like, flat roof warehouse roofs would do that. And just like, dude, I'm never walking through fucking Home Depot, which has the same type of roof, and I'm getting dripped upon.
You got a broken ass roof, brah.
Yeah. And then you're paying people to seriously stomp up on there, but it's apparently not.
Well, I think there was a lot of stomping even after him going on for years, fucking years. But I got to the point where like we made so many complaints as far as the roof that I think that they just finally, and I think actually some of the other bays were too, like the cabinet guys next to us, I said there were too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, well, fuck.
Well, yeah. Hopefully they do a good job.
Because, dude, the one time I'm like, oh, God, I already expected this. The one guy comes for the roof when they're, like, leaking, dude. Dude, it's literally fucking Ishmael from fucking Kingpin. So where's the roof leaking? I'm like, do you even qualify for the job, bro? Do you even own a car? Like, how are you going to fix, you know what I mean? It was one of those, I'm like, that is who you would get. Because they're the biggest cheap asses there, the the owners of the because we don't own the building, we just rent it.
Right. Previously, we got some cool shit, so we might as well take a listen to that cool shit for this week's 6-9 seconds, not 5-6. Somebody said on YouTube that they made 6 disc players.
I told you they do.
Huh.
And you said, I dare you to find one.
Well, I did dare. Somebody took me on that dare.
If they make 400, which I owned, they make 6.
All right.
I guess they don't make any number. There's only a 33 disc changer out there, huh?
Well, so the first band is Illbred that we had on previously. Oh, this is disc 2, though, because it's so fucking good.
But is it disc 2 the demo?
Yes.
Demos are usually the best.
Well, here it is.
I like what I'm hearing so far.
Yeah.
Sounds very low, though. It sounds like you have it cranked and it's still low. I mean, I don't need it louder, but it sounds like you have it.
Maybe a bad transfer. I don't know. Might have had some hiss in the way. Thanks again, Steve, for that. Oh, this is,
What is this?
This is Royal Orphan.
Don't know it.
Me neither.
Looks like some, like, power Viking metal. Looks like what the guys listen to at the, we go to the Viking fair?
Yeah. It sounds interesting.
Yeah.
In Requiem. I mean, it's definitely a different dynamic.
Different than Illbred.
Yeah. I mean, I'm intrigued. I'd give it a spin. Might have.
Try everything else within reason.
Oh, shit. This is Evil Incarnate.
Oh, yeah, and it was good, too.
All right, well, then we'll put it on track 2, right? Got to put it on track 2.
That's right.
Raise your shirt, too.
Yeah. Raise your shirt and dismember cover. Yeah, Evil Mike does not like JC at all. He dislikes him more than I do.
Really?
Hates that guy.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
The vocals are a lot stronger on this, too. I feel like.
Yeah, well, Mike has...
The production-wise, anyway.
Mike has, I always liked Mike's vocals. Yeah, those raspy, kind of like, not quite fully black metal, not quite fully death metal, kind of in the middle.
He sounded a little sicker on there from what I recall. So.
Yeah, he's a sick man.
This is Luna in Sanguium. This was from Mike, too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Mike, too. Yeah, I haven't listened to it yet, and but he sent it to us.
Put on track 2. You got to put it on track 2.
Yeah,
Mike likes those intros.
Mike does. Likes to get his point across. I don't know if he sings on this or not. Like I said, I haven't listened. I didn't know. I didn't even know he was doing a side project band.
He growls.
Growls.
It says guitars growl.
Does anybody else do vocals too? Like, is there more than one vocalist? Let's see. Who's right
Oh, yeah. I was thinking, no, just him.
Okay.
But not, man. We're abandoning the 9 seconds here.
I gotta hear the death row.
Point did not. This one.
He does sing a little different. Well, this is the 2 seconds I heard. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Very heavy.
Yeah, sounds good so far.
And then this is now Breathing Hell.
Breathing Hell
From Poland.
Oh man, S-Man.
Intro, yeah. So you gotta go track 2, right?
Yeah.
I think Reapman's liking it.
Sounds good so far. It's a pretty clean blast.
Yeah.
Why does this fucking thing skip so much?
Know,
this player blows.
So good, though, we went beyond 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sounding
pretty
pretty sick.
S-Man would have loved it.
I'm getting with the lingo, the sick lingo.
Yeah, but you can't say it anymore because now all the fucking douche canoes use it. Dude, back in the day, the first time I ever heard that used was Eric from Deeds of Flesh, R.I.P. Bought a disc from his distro. So, yeah, what'd you guys get? What'd you guys get? Any sick shit? I'm like, what sick shit? What the fuck's this guy talking about? I'm like 14, man, keep in mind. He's like, yeah, what am I talking about? All we sell is sick shit. So I guess I got some sick shit.
Killer.
But now people say it they think corn or something sick. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right.
It's like, oh God, just give us back that word. It's our word. We need it.
Yeah.
No.
We use that for making fun of you.
Ew.
Yeah. Then that was a word that was taken away.
Dude, there's a lot of words taken away. Mm-hmm. A lot. Don't even get me started on that.
Well, let's see what Morbid Eclipse has for us.
Morbid Eclipse.
Speaking of Joel Grind, previously mastered by Joel Grind.
I think I've heard this.
proof.
Where's the cover art? Is there? I want to say I've heard this.
I've heard.
No, I haven't seen this.
You've probably heard Morbid Eclipse before.
Yeah, I think I don't recognize
Intro.
this.
You gotta go to track 2, Brian.
Yeah. Sounds like track 3 on this.
There's that skip.
Dude, that player is fucked.
This is the green jewel. The green jewel isn't, or maybe
You
this
need to
is
get that
this.
6 player. Time to chuck this piece of shit in the trash.
There we go. I was gonna say maybe it was important to. I don't know.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I dig it.
Memorable riff too. Like I'll walk away. Remember this?
Yeah. Well, Morbid Eclipse sent their other release
That's what I think I
back
have.
in the day.
I think I have that disc. I thought it was so good.
Yeah,
I kept
I think
it.
he.
I think it's in the J-Dawg
Well,
collection.
I think he was at Head Bash too. Zach, who sent this.
But I want to say, is it like a black cover?
Yes, it just has their.
It came in. I liked it, and I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna keep this thing for myself."
Yeah, well, that was the intention. So.
Well, no, but I think it was like a CDR or whatever. Like, hey, check it out, and I'm just, you know what I mean?
Right. Well, that was this week's 6 and 9 seconds. Some good shit on that one from the viewers.
Shit, yeah.
On YouTube, there was the old Heavy Metal Relics video of the big Florida death metal bands. A few years old at this point, and like any video that's a few years old, when somebody comments on it, it's like, what are you commenting on? And then you like see it, and like they're like something that's like, fuck, man, I don't even remember what the hell they said. But this I did recall, and it was just like, Big 4 Florida death metal, more like Big 5. And then it was Obituary, Deicide, Morbid Angel, Cannibal Corpse, and Death. Yeah. So would you agree that when it comes to Florida death metal, that you'd got to abide by the rules of a Big 4, of course. That's popularity based. That how do you draw the line at 4 though? There has to be a Big 5. Is it mandatory?
Honestly, if you would want to go a step further, it's kind of like more like Big 3 is what I thought. 3 strikes and you're out. I mean, and I think what it goes by that is probably like as much as I hate to say it, is probably who's moved the most records. And the reason why you'd use that as the gauge is because that's, if you have the most records out there, especially back then, not in today's shitty ass fucking society, is that you probably influence the most people. You know
So
what I mean?
with the Big 3 though, out of Florida death metal, Big 3 bands, there's only 3 that would be the major players.
Well, no, I'm just saying, just generally speaking, it's like when I think of why 4, why 5, it's generally like 3 for things. You know what I mean? Your top 3.
Well, just because of the dumb play on the Big 4 thrash metal.
The
or
Metallica,
whatever.
Anthrax. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, like, I didn't create that. That was just.
Yeah, well, sticking with that theme though, and being like, hey, there's a Big 4. Like, it's almost mandatory though that it's a Big 5 because it's like they're the contenders to that throne. Like you can't cut it off because it's like equal. Or does Morbid Angel not count because of the David Vincent North Carolina thing?
No, Morbid Angel definitely counts. I mean, not to mention, I mean, theoretically, they're around before even Death.
Right.
I mean, that fucking 83 demo or whatever with Dallas Ward singing, I mean, it wasn't the fucking most awesome, but.
Well, and then plus Mike Browning, he's in Florida native too, and he would be the.
Yeah, and I mean, when I think of a Morbid Angel's Descent, I think of Trey Azagoth, so.
Yeah. Well, it's I don't know if it aired by the time this is, but it's close to airing. The Mike Browning interview that I did.
So you did do it, yeah. I did.
Yeah.
You're going to, yeah.
And he talks about kicking Trey's ass.
Yeah, Trey comes off to me. I mean, I met Trey, and he was a friendly fellow, but I mean, he seems kind of like a weirdo, and he seems like, in my opinion, he probably doesn't like metal. I can't imagine, dude. Like, no, I just picture him sitting there playing with Pokemon, man. That's what I hear.
What about Deicide then? Because Glenn or Deicide, Cannibal Corpse, then do they fall into the Florida category though? Because they're
100%.
Because they're from New York though.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just to me, like I always considered them off Florida because, I mean, Cannibal Corpse. Well, I mean, Deicide I think did live in Florida at the time of the first album at least.
Yeah, well, Glenn's from Niagara Falls, though, or Buffalo area and stuff,
the
too.
Hoffman brothers are from Florida, though, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so, I mean, the Cannibal, I guess you can make the argument because originally from Buffalo, New York, but I don't know. I mean, I guess even... because when I first got into Cannibal, I always considered them a Florida band, and I didn't learn until a little later on that they were originally from Buffalo, so maybe that's why. And stuck in my head, it sounds a little unfair, because, like, the first gig and shit that you can find... which is out there, that was in Buffalo, New York. And so, I mean, yeah, they were. And then there's, like, little video footage on some of their official DVD, driving down to Morristown to record. Maybe it was Butcher to Birth at the time. So, yeah, I mean, when did they officially move to Florida? Well, it might have even been on Tomb of the Mutilated then, huh?
Yeah, but do you think, like, coming up with some region thing, though, isn't it pretty much important, though, to kind of, even if you're from, like, even if your album or whatever, like, if you're born there and spent a significant amount of your life somewhere, like, it's kind of important to point out, because it's almost like the characteristic of the music.
Well, hey,
too,
all these stupid sports that I don't follow. They abandoned up. They got fucking LeBron fucking playing for the Lakers. Like, he's a Cleveland guy.
Yeah,
and he's from Cleveland.
And it's technically not even that,
No, I know, but at least the same state. At least
yeah.
But now it's like, guys, but you look at some of these, I'm like, yeah, it's a bunch of Russians on the team. I'm like, how the fuck is that? Whatever, from California then. Like, you just
right.
It's just whoever's got the biggest wallet to fucking hire the top players. It's like, that's not a true city team. You know what I mean? To me, if you're a Cleveland team, fuck Cleveland. I'm sick of hearing about that town. I'm telling you to blow it up. Hate that fucking city. Let's talk about Evan. Let's talk about L.A. The core. If you're from L.A.
They really blew that up in the movies.
Not good. Hope they did. Someone needs
it was on its own island.
Yeah, fucking hate that Cleveland. If you're from, like, let's say L.A. or whatever, you're a team, to me, you should have to be from the state of California. Otherwise, you don't make the team.
Oh, I've made that argument.
I know all these sports fans, guys, that's going to piss them off, but hey, I fucking said it and I meant it.
So Florida death metal is definitely the scene for this week's album war. Morbid Angel, Abominations of Desolation versus Morbid Angel, Altars of Madness. Is this a hard one? Did we do this before? It seemed morbidly familiar.
No, I've done it so many times and with people I know. And
okay.
Like mine and Metalists. And,
I'm guessing you're going to be the elitist. You're going with Abominations.
Nope, I'm an Altars of Madness guy.
You're the Altars of Madness guy?
Altars of Madness guy for a couple of reasons. One, it's the first one I heard. Two, I mean, you got PD's drumming. That can't be undenied. It's awesome. And three is a lot of the songs on Abominations are on Altars, and you can alter like, well, I like the Abomination versions better. I mean, okay, that's personal preference. But so in my opinion, you got pretty much most of the songs. Shit, I don't even remember which ones you're missing from.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like which ones you're missing that didn't make it to Altars.
Yeah.
But regardless, is pretty much most of them are on there. And then on top of that, there was great, like one of my favorite songs by Morbid Angel is the second song on Altars, Suffocation, and that was a new song for that album. You know what I mean? As opposed to a lot of re-records. And Ancient Rites, same thing, first song. It was for Altars of Madness. You know what I mean?
Right.
As opposed to like Chapel of Ghouls and Maze of Torment and Evil Spells. Those were all on Abominations. They're on the demos and shit like that, which was great songs. But it's by the time Altars came out, it's like they've been playing those songs for years. So the new songs, there was a few new, like brand new songs for Altars. And those brand new songs that are on Altars and not on Abomination, I love those tracks. So that's another reason. And but no, I mean I like Abominations a lot. Don't get me wrong, I do. But I do like Altars of Madness. Altars of Madness is one of my all-time favorite records ever.
What do you think the internet's gonna choose?
I mean, I would think that the majority would say Altars of Madness because I mean it's probably sold so many more copies, and the guys that really seem to prefer Abominations are the guys that the really old generation, the guys in their 40s and above. I mean, I know one or two guys that go so far that they like only Abominations. Everything else sucks. I'm like, I definitely disagree with that. But not to say that Morbid Angel doesn't have some bad albums, because they do.
Oh yeah, which albums are bad other than the Kill a Cop?
That's really bad. Heretic, I thought was really fucking boring. Their new album, I just didn't even give a shit about. I did not like Domination. I did like, though, after Domination, I liked Formula's Fatal Flesh, with the exception of basically the last song, because it's kind of like 10 minutes and drawn out and kind of boring. But other than that, I did like it as an album. Gateways, I don't like it. It's boring, but no, I mean, honestly, every time I put it on, I'm like, it's pretty good. But by the time I'm in a track 4, I'm like, You know what I mean? But so it's not terrible. When you put it on, you're like, this is pretty good. I'm enjoying it. But then you get bored. And then Heretic, I thought was just a boring record. And then what was it? That was the Marilyn Manson album or whatever the fuck after Kill a Cop, Crossing Lines, 1989. That was just straight up fucking bad. I've yet to meet a person that actually likes that album.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that likes that turd.
From the sound of it, though, from actually talking to Mike Browning about it, though, you might be on point that because he made the remark that he's like, a lot of people that blame that record on David Vincent. He's like, actually, that was like pretty much all Trey's kind of writing on that one. Like,
yeah, dude, that guy, there's no way Trey's listening to metal.
What makes you like so aware?
Well, I've heard inside stories.
Oh yeah, who's inside?
I don't know, just people that have known him and just be like, you know what I mean? Like he's made comments like he doesn't. You know.
Okay.
I mean, plus his inverted cross tattoo he got removed. That says a lot of right there. That's turning your back on the cause.
Dawg ain't gonna get his ever removed.
No, you might get another one.
Kind of have some fresh, cool shit this time. This was
TV guide.
No, these were some magazines that were sent a long time ago. I'm just finally catching up on this mail, so I don't know who to give the shout out to.
It was like 10 years old.
Not that long, but
over a year.
Yeah, and and I just thought it was cool because like going through it, it is Hell's shit, man. I can't tell by the fucking logo.
Hell's Ghost? What is it? Hell.
Well, you grab that one and have a flip. But it is Hell's Entry, right? No, Hell's Envoy.
Yeah, it looks about right.
Envoy.
Once Upon a Metal, it says.
Yeah, so, and that was what I liked about it, though, when I could read the title and remembered it.
Is it just a zine? Or like,
it's just a bunch of people, I think, or the guy that writes it, giving a bunch of stories and stuff, and it's just basically a podcast in the freaking print form, and it just made me think, like, you know, the dead art that zines are. Would you not agree?
Yeah, I mean, because there's a lot of things that are with all this new stupid ass technology that I wish would go away too, but it's not going to. So,
but is there any what do you think obviously this comes from a passion, and I'm not taking away from anybody that would do this. Like, it is still cool to have the stories, but at that point, it's just like shit. You know, what would be the appeal to not just have a podcast at that point? Maybe ease of execution to.
Oh, it might be like me and don't even know how to fucking don't know anything about this shit to set up and record it and then.
Yeah, that is true. Do you think? But do you think that's what will retain certain aspects like tapes and whatever that would people
Yeah, until that generation totally dies out, and when I mean dies out, literally die, the people just die, because they're just become so old.
Yeah. Well, I do think that might be a drawing line that even could be for something as specific as Xerox zines, where it's it gets to be just such an old mentality that. It'll only leave once that. Yeah, because even and I'm not talking about the metal scene because obviously they understand, but you take the average let's say 15-year-old that doesn't listen to metal because they probably don't even realize for the most part maybe don't realize what it is, but definitely oblivious to it is CDs even. Forget records. Right.
CDs what why would you buy it? Why would you have a CD? They would probably couldn't wrap their mind around it. Now, I know there's obviously 15-year-old, like I said, that are into metal and punk, it's that actual real music genres, not the shit that they just jammed on your throat on the radio, like another brain-dead, mindless sheep. Because honestly, the people that are going to say that, what's a CD, that's literally the type of people you're referring to, because they're just listening to fucking whatever this computer metal. It's not even computer metal, it's the fucking YouTube music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying you're talking about something as CDs that are in the all in all, is not old at all. You know what I mean? They're actually still relatively new. And in the all in all things, when they come out, 89, 90, when they first were, coming out, which is not on the all in all things, not a long time ago. They're oblivious to even those,
Yeah, this
So-
was interesting. Now I was praising the zine or whatever. I might have to give this with some sort of disclaimer reading some of these stories because, because it was like one of the worst injuries I've seen was at Soundwave. We were watching Rob Zombie, and Dawg was there, and he got pissed. No, we were about 4 rows back, and people were really trying to force their way closer to the front. I saw a guy trying to get up on the banner and actually tried to get on the stage. He got fucked up by the security guard. Like, people started booing. Okay, that doesn't seem to be that crazy of a story.
First thing about Rob Zombie. Fuck you doing there?
Yeah. Well, that was kind of like, what the fuck am I doing praising this shit now?
As much as I don't really like Rob Zombie, he could have said something a hell of a lot worse. I'd rather hear him say that than fucking Korn or Slipknot or
Yeah,
Limp Bizkit
well,
or something like that.
there was a triple bill with Korn and the headliner Static X and
did say that,
Fear
Korn.
Factory
Ow.
in Sydney. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I like this. Hell's Envoy. I thought it did. It had like shit that
I saw Overkill in the beginning and Sepultura Schizophrenia.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay.
How
Well,
the hell did you go to Korn then? How the
that's what I
definitely fuck you
that's
doing
what
there.
I'm fucking saying. I lost the damn article, so I guess we won't find.
Dude, you'd have to literally pay me to go to Korn.
I don't know if you could pay me.
Well,
That's
I mean, price is
that
right for
bad.
everything. You pay me $1,000, I'll go.
Yeah, 1,000 would probably be my rate.
No, yeah, I wouldn't go for no $50. I mean, that's
Because even the beers would be bad in that environment.
it'd be probably what Budweiser's, Bud Lights.
Yeah, so it's just like, dude,
I
I
could
couldn't even go and get drunk.
I could Budweiser it up.
I couldn't.
Corner 1 guy. It's all you need.
Then you'd be getting 2
You know
on
what that is?
Yeah, and you'd be getting Budweiser maybe, but Bud Light you'd be getting 2 and 6 on your chest in no time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was just like this. It's the. I was looking for the Korn. Oh, there it is. There was a triple bill with Korn as the headliner. Static X and Fear Factory in Sydney.
Oh, dude, that's like everything I hate.
Yeah, I know.
Static X, Fear Factory. Ow! Dude, that's like everything I hate.
So when Korn came on stage, we had to go
Why
outside.
were you still there when they were on stage?
Oh, dude, wait. When Korn came on stage, we had to go outside
Beat 'em with
because it was
baseball bats?
fucking bassy in there. It was
was
just
bassy,
shaking
all right.
the room, and we couldn't
You got
hear
the bass
each other.
right, brah.
I went into the back part of the arena in the standing area behind the sound desk, and about 3 songs in, the ambulance people are dragging this kid out, and he's bleeding from both eardrums. I found out later, basically his ears exploded from the bass. It was so low it ruptured both his eardrums.
My ears would have exploded just from the fucking just being around that crowd. Dude, I would never go to that.
That's fucking
like-
hilarious, dude, because I was out.
Dude, he may as well, for him to just top that bill off with, he should have just mentioned ICP on there. They would have fit right in. That's like everything. You just need to go in there with a full automatic weapon spraying. That's like everything I hate under one roof.
Yeah.
That's pretty. What the fuck are you doing there?
Yeah, this kind of, I was beginning to feel like maybe this segment was going a little sour, but then once that came up, I was like, I know why I kept this.
Corn
But-
Static Action. I just tossed that in the trash. That's ass wipes right there.
well, so needless to say, then Dawg can attest to why they have anonymous heavy metal stories printed on there.
Just want to get beat up in the parking lot for those fucking shows he was at.
Now, is that your version of a King Folly beat your ass needs to be beat up sweater? Like,
Kind of is. Yeah, kind of is. Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
So should the writer of Metal Envoy get his ass kicked because that's kind of violent in the sweater?
Hey, I mean, King Diamond punched the guy in the face just for wearing a sweater. He didn't even do anything else. He might have at least had some good...
Oh, I gotta read this story.
Yikes.
This is worth interrupting you. Everyone was getting into Pantera, Tool, and Soundgarden in that era. Nirvana was being on. I really did a bad job reading. And that era, Nirvana was being ushered in. I didn't really get into it because it was the stuff that my sister and her friends were liking, and I thought that was just fucked. There was no way I'd be sitting there fucking borrowing her tapes, and it just really didn't do it for me the way it did with everyone else. Soon as I heard the first Deicide and Cannibal Corpse, Tomb of the Mutilated, and Butchered at Birth, that just changed everything.
Apparently not. He went back to the fucking...
No, this guy was saying that he was
it's more than
the
one
J-Dog. Yeah, these are like anonymous metal stories from a bunch of different people.
I thought it's one guy just running anonymous stories. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's actually some real metalheads in there.
I guess so. New metal and rap metal are not metal. New metal is alternative grunge trying to make themselves out to be a metal band. I hate that whole era of 1996, 97. I hate Korn, Limp Dick, and bands like that. I remember Bruce Dickinson saying, "We're not playing with Limp fucking Dick.
Did he really
We're
say that?
not going on the same tour as them. They refused to because it's not fucking metal." Well, I don't know, but that's the see, that redeems Hell's Envoy. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
just
okay. So there's some real people in there.
yeah, I guess so.
Oh, okay, I thought it was just one. Okay.
I know why. I was beginning to
So,
worry. I'm
beginning-
over.
no,
Like,
the
this is a
first-
great music. It's a great story.
When you handed it to me and you were trying to figure out the logo, what it said, I just glanced at it. It's like, yeah, my first experience, the first one's the first experience here in Overkill, taking over. And the next guy said, yeah, my first record I heard was Sepultura Schizophrenia. He's like, and it scared me. But then it got to, I'm like, how the fuck do you go from that to Korn and Static X tour? Like, why the fuck would you even be there?
Right.
You know?
Just like we go from that conversation to records on the wrong speed. This time we have Japanese metal.
Oh,
Yeah, on the wrong speed.
like Crowley?
Yeah, kinda. Gorgon.
Oh, yeah. Bad Girl 7-inch?
Exactly. The Bad Girl 7-inch. That man, this guy knows his Gorgon.
This guy just knows his metal, man.
Yeah.
Didn't know the Prong or the fucking Biohazard album, but he knows some stuff.
Yeah. Well, see. What's the line that you have going on for the kids that when you don't like hearing?
Oh, what is it? I don't know.
I forgot more metal than you've heard or some shit.
I forgot more metal than you know. Yeah. Said that to a chick at a fucking cannibal show. Had the cojones to say something to me.
Well, we've got Butcher ABC, Gorgon Bad Girl, Abigail Fastkill, and Metalucifer.
What song is that? Metal? Do I have that? Is
It's the Metalucifer Sabat split.
Evil Dream? No, I don't have this.
No?
No. No, I don't have this. Did Iron Pegasus put this out?
Well, we're going to have to hear
'cause he-
Fastkill first. I don't know who put that out. I remember.
Evil Dream. I don't even know if I know this.
I think that's the band themselves put that out.
No, I don't think I know.
Show that to this camera so
because I have the one where
Yeah.
what's the limited 7-inch and he's holding it's like a reddish cover. I think Iron Pegasus did put it. I know it was a little harder to get 7-inch.
The Iron Fist one. It's a reddish 7.
Fuck, I gotta think about it. But I own a couple Metalucifer 7-inch. I remember one, it was harder to get. I think I did buy it on eBay.
Oh, the Warriors with Bill Andrews on it.
Maybe.
He plays drums on it.
Again, man, I'm looking forward to being 65. I gotta start flipping some records. Someone needs to speed this shit up.
Yeah, well,
It's taking too long.
well, it might not draw out the way you want it to be. Though.
I know.
Well, I think that sorry to break the elephant in the room when it comes to records on the wrong speed, Japanese metal style. Some people might be thinking that might be some total album, the Chipmunks, and that's got to be interesting. And so playing into that dynamic, I think Fastkill is going to be pretty interesting on the wrong speed. I don't know about you. Are you familiar with Fastkill?
Familiar enough.
It's pretty much on the wrong. It's on the wrong speed when it's on the right speed.
Split with CM. It's been a while since I've listened to Fastkill, but I know I've definitely listened to him, and it's fast thrash.
Yeah. So here it is on the wrong speed. 45.
So drums.
Actually, that might be the right speed.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's the right speed. I think so.
I like it. Sounds good.
Yeah, that's the right speed. So here's the wrong speed.
I don't know. His vocals sound
Slower. Well, it's a 7.
His vocals are pretty funny.
This is the wrong speed.
I know,
That's
but his vocals are still funny.
yeah. But this is right.
They're funny ass vocals. Either way.
Oh, it's on the right speed. You think they're funny too?
Kinda, don't you?
Yeah, that's well, they're more high pitched.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
But yeah, when he slowed down. It sounds like he's out of breath or something on the slow version.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Like it takes like away something.
The Jap Attack.
Yeah.
That's one of these bands need to call it.
Jap Attack?
Jap Attack, man. Yeah. I'm giving all these guys bands ideas. Am I not?
I mean, giving ideas.
Don't know if they're good ones, but they're ideas.
That's what I was gonna say. Can't say I can attest to the quality of them.
Oh, Jap Attack, dude. Dude. If I was a Japanese band, that's totally what my album's called. That's what Jap Attack.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not Japanese, so I can't do it.
Japanese metal band. There you go, Jap Attack.
Or you could pull.
Check it out.
You could pull a syphilitic vaginas and say that you're Japanese, but really be Swedish.
Yeah, but as I say, they're not. What is the deal with that? Why do they look like? Even their covers, they have like Japanese writing and shit on them.
Probably because they wanted to be Jap Attack or syphilitic. Maybe they're like, no, this fucking needs to be a Japanese band called syphilitic vaginas.
They got Vag Attack.
Yeah. Well, for Gizem though, so maybe they thought that only the Japanese band could do that. And they say we'll do it. Yeah. Where only a Japanese band could be Jap Attack. So this is Metalucifer on the wrong speed, so it might as well be Jap Attack. Let's check out Jap Attack. Damn, it's fucking heavy.
Yeah.
See, these are all Doom.
Doom Lucifer.
I mean, I'm sure there is, but do you know a Doom band? Oh, yeah, Coffins. I was going to say, do you know a Doom band from Japan?
Yeah, there's plenty. I mean, I can't think of a laundry list all the time, but I know there's plenty.
You know, Gazole would,
You met Gazole. I tried to play bass.
Yeah, tried bass. You know, him being such a heavy metal guy, though, this is lending that he should try doing some Doom.
I know he's got a lot of music under his belt already.
And Doom's not one of them.
Yeah, no, I think he's just passionate about what he does, you know what I mean? The Metalucifer, yeah, it was great. Heavy Metal Chainsu's my favorite.
Wow, that's way off.
Did you have the Chainsu?
Yeah. Love the Chainsu. The heavy metal Chainsu.
Yeah, Heavy Metal Chainsu.
That was Evil Dreams.
That was the first thing I heard by Metalucifer. So when we got our trade pack in from Iron Pegasus, and I remember we got him in. I'm like, oh, this looks neat. And even though I was more of kind of like a death metal guy, especially at that time, I mean, still am, but you know what I mean? Like that was like, at that time I wasn't really listening to much heavy metal other than like Merciful Fate, King Diamond, maybe some Iron Maiden, but every now and then I would check out something. And I don't know, they had an appearance that looked cool, and I automatically loved it.
HH almost put out Metalucifer Heavy Metal Bulldozer, but some guy said he did that there was too much heavy metal. Wasn't that the story?
I don't even want to know because that's too fucking stupid for me to even wrap my head around. Yeah, I'll choose to just forget that. But I honestly don't remember that. But
well,
I guess nothing surprises me anymore though.
Here's Butcher ABC on the wrong speed.
Good Gorgon band.
Yeah,
Naru.
Yeah. So that's the right speed.
And I do own that 7-inch for sure.
Yeah, that's the right speed.
Yeah. It's more doomy.
Totally. It almost works.
Yeah. You can almost hang out do a split with Coffins. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Butcher
Why Butcher ABC
great.
though? I never understood
I don't know.
Yeah. Must be a Jap thing. No?
Yeah, I mean it's not a bolt thrower reference, right?
I mean just the logo.
Right.
Not that I could think of. I mean, Realm of Chaos, War Master. I mean, I can't think of anything on there that would have any. Battle There's No Law. Like, I can't think of anything that would have anything to do with it. Unless I did do something that went over my head.
Well, this one's going to be the most interesting, it's going to Metalucifer.
This was something that I like. I don't like everything by Gorgon by no means, but I did like this 7-inch surprisingly so because I generally, you know me, I generally don't like a lot of stuff like this. You know what I mean? God damn, wipe that dust off. Is that with Witchcraft too?
I don't know, but didn't Gorgon, speaking of Metalucifer, do a Metalucifer cover?
Or vice versa? Yeah, somebody did. I'm almost positive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vice versa. Yeah. But I really did enjoy this 7-inch. But like I said, generally speaking, a lot of this stuff for this style, I probably wouldn't be a little bit.
Oh yeah, 45 is gonna give us Alvin. That is definitely Alvin.
Yeah, fucking funky as fuck. Just picture a little Japanese guy dancing around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's the orig.
Yeah. little Japanese guy dancing, right? With sunglasses on.
It sounds like in a movie, like in Beetlejuice when they shrink his head, how like the voice gets smaller.
Yeah.
More like that.
What's over my head?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, this might be a very good. Look for him.
Okay, look at me.
That's kind of what it sounds like. That's so.
Hey, there goes Elvis. Yeah, that's a good thing I'm next in line. You know, got this big ass strip.
Yeah.
He's yeah, there goes Elvis. Hey, gang.
Looks like I'm next. That's
Good thing too, because I got
Yeah, good old Beetlejuice references while we wrap up there. Japanese metal on the wrong speed.
Jap attack on the wrong seat. That's what we got to call it.
Jap attack on the wrong speed. And that was a fucking short-ass Hellcast attack on the wrong speed, because that's it. That wraps up this episode.
What about Album Wars?
Didn't we do the album war? It was so damn good that it went right over your head.
I'm making my own album war.
It was Abomination.
I'll make up my own album war.
All right.
What's around Jap attack?
All right.
Metalucifer, Chainsaw, or Heavy Metal the Drill.
Damn, it's a good one.
I know mine.
And we'll leave it on that, and you'll let us know what yours is, because you're going to leave a comment, and then you're going to like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube shit I shouldn't have to remind you of. But hey, then there's also ReaperMetalProductions.com, and everything that we've talked about on this show linked, so you have no excuses not to do any of that crap. And when you do, we'll be able to talk to you next time.